Hello YouTube, I am Armoury Reviews 1, or Tom, and today I have a Transformers review. A few more updates, as I tend to do every week. There should be less background noise. This is because my computer has started to overheat basically, and its fans are on 100% most of the time. I only really realised this lately because I normally have, when I'm on it, these, so I don't really hear it. But I was playing my PS3 and I heard it, and I realised after looking back at some of my videos, it's quite loud, so that's off. Should improve my videos a bit more. I've turned around a bit slightly, partly because my window's really bright but leaves this really dark, so I'm also having to have my light on, gives this weird colour, and this allows more of my face and more of whatever I'm reviewing to be light. Partly also, a bit different angle, and also you get to see that a bit more. And as much as I really don't care for Forza, I like the posters, especially like that poster. So yes, one last thing. Tomorrow I'm picking up, if I can, the issue 18s of a few of the New 52. So, obviously I won't be reviewing them because I won't be reading them yet. I just want to buy them before they go out of stock, because I don't really like digital. It's good, it's easy, but I like physical. Oh, and also the collection of G1 Transformers comics I saw in there a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to take some money in to buy it if I can. It was released along with Regeneration 1 to sort of sum up what happened before, and I'm going to try and pick that up if I see it, if it's still in there. And if it is, you'll definitely have a review of that, because that's quite relevant. So yes, on to the review. As you can see by the title, there's a movie toy I like. I'll just give you a second for that to sink in. There's actually, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movie toys I like. They're all sitting on top. You can probably actually see them. No. So yeah, this is one that I like. I think this might be all of them except Optimus that I reviewed. If I haven't, I'll get round to them. This is Hunt for the Decepticons, I think. I'll double check. Brawn. Now, before I get on to talking about the toy, quick talk about the character. I don't know anything about him. Done. Actually, no. I've seen him in G1. He hasn't done anything significant yet, other than just sort of be a soldier for them. I imagine he will soon. I'm about halfway through Season 2. I haven't watched much more of it since last time I said, but yes. So onto the toy. He is a Nest, I think they're called. Something like that. There's the logo. The organisation by the government or whatever that gets set up in number 2, I don't really know. It's a pickup truck with a gun. I like that. I like pickup trucks. I like pickup trucks in real life. But yeah, minigun on top. This brown colour, which at first I hated, but I actually quite like it. Fits it quite well. And also it's Brawn. Brawn was, it was like, I think it was orange, green, and brown. I think x-brawn. I think I don't really know. I'm sorry. My computer's off, so I can't check. That's my excuse. So yeah, he's very armoured. You can see these grills and bars and the big wheels and the small side windows and a gun. He does look good. Admittedly, he is a bit skimpily painted, if that's the right way to put it. But what would you paint this in, other than doing the wheels? That you wouldn't really have anything to put on this guy. This is pretty much what it would be. There's some green around the lamps at the top, which is nice to break it up. black bumper, which is fine. I wish there was a bit more on the back, maybe to signify that that is actually a tailgate, although you can't pull it down. You do get some blacks also with that. Some blacks and greens in there. Give you a quick 360 of the figure. Transparent windows is quite nice. It was silver on top. He does have visible face syndrome, or visible head syndrome. You can turn it around, I think, but it does get in the way. Although this doesn't bother me. When it's on the bottom, it doesn't really bother me. There are some cases where it does. If it's a helicopter or a plane, it does. If it's a car, I don't really care. The place where I care is when you can easily tell where every part of the body is from. So yes, I think on to transformation. So to transform the sky, if I can remember, you want to rip open the sides, pull up. There you go, it's got flight mode. I was surprised this wasn't put in, to be honest. And I'll tell you what, you can have this for it as well. Flight mode. So yeah, you just want to pull these to the bottom. Get these out of the way as much as possible. Take the roof. And you want to just basically pull all of this bit to go flat at the back. And you can leave that. Take this gun and just sort of push it up for the net for now and go wherever. Get these out of the way. Sort of split everything at the front. Take the foot, if you can see that. Pull that straight-ish. This is personal preference of how you like this. You just want to straighten them out for now. You can sort out how they look in a minute. The bonnet and the window sort of just come up. And then you're going to rotate the waist. Okay, so now we can try to sort out these legs. There are heel spurs in the back which you want to take out. It's quite tough, so they look like that. Just have a look. Okay, these you want to flatten the window, take it and put it round to the side. It's on a ball hinge joint. Then you want to take these, and these again, personal preference, you're going to have to twist them down, or you can twist them up. I like to twist them to the face down. And here's also my personal preference thing comes in. You can either have these bits like this, which I don't really like, or you can twist them around and they sort of fill in the front of the leg a bit, so you get these really thick, sort of quite ball-like legs. As also he's got hooves. Hard to get him in the light, but he does have sort of hoof-like feet. So there's the legs done. Now you just want to pull these to the back, and they're pretty much where they're meant to be. You want to take all of this and split it in half, down, twist and forward, just so we get them easy enough. And then you'll notice there's this big long thing here. You want to pull it down, and it will just sort of hinge into place underneath the arm. Same on the other side. This, I don't know if it will, but this is on a single piece of plastic that may well break, so just be careful. But it doesn't feel like it's going to, but it looks like it might. Okay, just want to rotate your arms down and bend them at the elbow if you want. And last but not least, you want to take this minigun, you want to flip it out, bring it over one side of his shoulder, make sure his head isn't looking down. There you have Brawn. Now, windy outside. See, now I'll go over why I like him first. Actually, no, this is a good articulation. This guy is on a 2 swivel joints, so you can move it up and down. You move that. 3 swivel joints actually. Head is on a ball joint that's slightly limited. It's actually, the ball joint is on a swivel itself, so you can do quite a lot with that. Surprisingly. Ball shoulder, you also got up and down hinge at the shoulder for transformation. You got a double elbow. You got a full range in the elbow with a double elbow joint, which is very nice actually. Wrists, you got a swivel. Legs, ball at the hip, waist swivel, hinge at the knee, and you do have back and forward foot articulation, though it is very, very tough. Because now obviously the colours have changed a bit. He now has a lot of gold. There's meant to be all sort of Mecha Live stuff in his chest when you do that, but it's pretty pointless. Gold, more brown, more green. Oh, less brown actually, more green. Bits of reds. Ooh. Bits of reds and yellows. Translucent plastic. It's all good. So, why I like him and the flaws. I like him because he's very bulky, and we just don't get many bulky robots anymore. I mean, we get Bulkhead, but I don't like him. And although there are hollow bits, just his mass for a vehicle mode which is as small as it is. Oh, you also get a swivel at the top of the ball joint, on the leg. He's really bulky and he's got some mass to him. Also, I like his guns. Handguns that have a little ammo magazine and sights. It just looks really good. He's got the minigun. The bucket helmet, which looks really cool. I really like that helmet. It does have some light piping, but I'm not going to demonstrate it. Angled chest, the hooves and the really thick legs. They all add to make this really imposing robot, though he is not a robot. I also kind of like how his shoulders sit really high. I like that. I usually have his arms quite out to the side. Looks like a mech, actually, from like Front Mission or something like that, or Armor Core, or, you know, Hawken. No, not Hawken. Digressing. Reasons I don't like him. Other than this kibble, his back is ridiculously flat. These bits here, I actually don't mind them, but they are kibble. But I don't mind them being there. Oh, I also like the fact that his arms go back past his elbow. This is the main reason. His wings, you can spread down to make them look big wings, fill them out of it, but I like doing that. That's really it. He doesn't, although he fits in with your movie figures, he's not your typical movie figure. You know, he's not Bumblebee. Or Bumblebee. Or Bumblebee. Or Bumblebee or Bumblebee. Or Bumblebee or Ironhide or Bumblebee. Or any of the 40 Optimus Primes that they made, probably. You know, he's a bit more interesting. There's a bit more to him. That it's hard to explain. His transformation's a bit more than just pull out the arms from the doors, pull out the legs from the back, fold down chest. And he also, I like the way you can customize them. You can decide how you want these legs to sit, and they can look very different. For example, if I take this, fold it around so that sits at the back, twist this around. Now look at each of those legs. You've gone from like a ball type thing to more like armour. Like a samurai armour plating. You know, I like that. I like being able to choose when it isn't like, you know, Starscream, who you want to look perfect. And you can also choose which shoulder the gun's over, and customization is something that's very nice. The colours are good. So, yeah, he is good. He's probably cheap. I got in at Asda. Although, you know, Asda don't really sell Transformers right anymore, which is brilliant. I would recommend him if you see him. He isn't to run after. I would say Terradive probably is, and he does sit up there with Terradive, but he's not brilliant. And his flaws are very big. He is definitely a figure that I looked at, and I had to go off people's word because I thought the kibble was horrendous. It does make it sometimes a bit fiddly to transform, but either you get used to it and you love it, or you don't love it but you don't mind it, or it gets on your nerves forever and you'll end up like committing suicide over it or something. It's probably the best thing to do is find someone who has the same taste as you and go on their word. But I like him. For a display piece, like something that's just going on a shelf, he's perfectly fine because the kibble goes flat, so you can't see it from around him. Playing with him is a bit difficult because that kibble gets in the way. So yeah, that is Revenge of... No. Hunt for the Decepticons, that one. I don't know why they did all that. There's Transformers the movie, and then there's Revenge of the Fallen, and a sub thing of Revenge of the Fallen, Hunt for the Decepticons, and you got Dark of the Moon, and why is Topspin a car? Make him a plane! Bye. Thanks for watching.